Today, we are catching up with Kokomo native Keyton Romero. Keyton will be going on what I like to call a little local tour around Kokomo and surrounding areas, performing for you. You can expect a whole lot of rock and roll, country, and high energy songs from Keyton. We're going to catch up with her right now and learn more about her shows and what's to come for Keyton Romero. Okay, we are here with Keyton Romero. Keyton, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. How are you?
Doing so good. And you know what? I am so excited to talk to you because you are a busy lady. You are going to be performing all around Kokomo and surrounding areas. Keyton, how excited are you? I know that you've already got started a little bit, but how excited are you for the remaining shows?
I cannot wait. I just performed at the Ale House this past weekend, and it was a phenomenal turnout. The owners, Mike Mund and his wife, are amazing people. I've got a full list of shows to do this summer, and I can't be more excited for it. Leaving for Nashville tomorrow to do some stuff down there, so super excited about it.
That's awesome. Keyton, well, today we want to learn more about your shows happening in and around the Mo. We also want to learn more about your career and your music history. So let's start from the top here. If people haven't been able to see you yet, tell us, who is Keyton?
Keyton, well, I would describe myself as a person who loves country music, who loves rock and roll, who loves pretty much any genre of music, I would say. Let's see, I started playing the violin when I was 7 years old. I started taking private lessons, and, that was something that my mom forced me to do because she was a musician in Nashville, and she was like, yeah, if you don't want to, too bad, you're taking music lessons. So, and then I started singing lessons as well around the age of 10 and joined my local orchestra. I went to Eastern and graduated from there, and music is my rock. It's always been something that, I've always known that I've wanted to do professionally, and I'm on my way to pursuing that career right now. So,
which is amazing. You talked about how you kind of grew up in music. You were forced to do it, but obviously
yes.
the push was worth it because this is what you're going to do as a career now. You just mentioned that you're going to be headed to Nashville. What's happening in Nashville?
So last summer, I actually got the opportunity to intern with Ashley Gorley and his music publishing company. So Ashley Gorley was actually just awarded Songwriter of the Decade along with Taylor Swift. Last summer was just the best summer of my life. I mean, I got to live in Nashville for a whole month and a half and be able to be in the actual business and to work with them and see all the behind the scenes kind of things and like, whoa, this is what it's like to be an artist. This is what it's like to, this is really it. It's like I'm a music business student in college right now. And so I'm learning, I'm going to school and I'm like, okay, I just want to get there already. But last summer was that extra push of this is really what I want to do with my life.
We just mentioned that you're a Kokomo native. So maybe somebody's watching this right now and they haven't had the pleasure of seeing a show from you yet and they're just getting to know you. You are from Kokomo. So tell us a little bit about growing up here. What have you been doing to lead your way up to Nashville? And, what's it like going from the Mo to Nashville?
That's right. So I was actually born in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
So I was born there. I lived there for about, I want to say a year, maybe a year and a half. And then my mom decided to move back home to be closer to family. I love both of it for sure. But, growing up in the Mo, like you said, it's just cornfields for miles. And I do love it out here. I really do. It's a whole different vibe for sure. But I really love just the different settings of both places. You get a little bit of I tell people all the time, people downtown in Nashville, they write these songs about international harvester. Well, we live in that.
Right, exactly. You have the real life experience.
Yes. I mean, my boyfriend, his name's Dylan. He works for a farm around here, and he's what people talk about in the songs.
Well, you know what? I love the authenticity behind it because a lot of times country can feel a little Hollywood, but Keyton, you have true country roots, so we are cheering you on. So talk to us about what are you doing in Kokomo until you make it to Nashville?
Yes. So I actually was going to Anderson University in Anderson, Indiana. I was accepted there. I graduated high school in 2021, so I went there, got accepted into their music program, and it wasn't my jam,
Sure.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to transfer to IUK. I'm going to stay here locally so I can, that way I'm not, living in 3 different places at once. I'm not living in Nashville, Kokomo, and Anderson. It's going to make it a lot easier to just be able to do a lot of more local gigs, like I'm doing this summer, which I'm so excited about. Be able to do some more local gigs and make traveling to Nashville back and forth a lot easier.
Love that you're sticking around your hometown for a little while. Like you said, you have a lot of shows booked. You're doing what I would consider a little local tour, which I think is awesome. You said that you started off at the Ale House, and Keyton, I saw a clip of you at the Ale House this weekend, and you were not messing around, girlfriend. You whipped out a fiddle, a violin. What did you have?
Yes, I was. So that was actually, I fiddled Charlie Daniels' "Devil Went Down to Georgia," and so for a lot of country music fans, if you've heard the song "Devil Went Down to Georgia," it is not an easy fiddle song whatsoever.
Sure is not.
Not easy rock, to play as a musician at all. My band worked so hard to be able to get that perfectly. There's nothing like playing that song. I'll tell you that. It took me 9 months to learn that. I've been playing the violin for 12 years, and it took me forever.
Somebody who is a country music fan is very familiar with that song, and I know if they just heard you say the words, I just played "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," their jaws probably hit the floor because that's an incredibly hard song to pull off. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. I started playing, everybody was like, "Woo!" Get the energy going. I was like, yeah, let's go. This is awesome. So I would definitely say, as an artist too, it just gives the show such a better vibe when the audience is there. When they are participating in everything, and you're just like, yeah, this is a party. Let's turn up. I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. So we already know that you can play "The Devil Went Down to Georgia," but if people are wanting to see you at one of your shows this summer, what else can they expect from a Keyton Romero show?
Oh, we're going to throw in some classic rock. We're talking Bon Jovi. All right, I'm going to tell you a little something, Bree. So I performed with Cork. A little bit exclusive, yes.
Okay, perfect. I love that.
So me and Cora Kendall, she opened for me for my Ale House show. She played a few songs before I started doing my thing. We weren't there for not even 5 minutes. And this middle-aged guy, he walks over to us and he's like, "So what kind of music do y'all play?" And she goes, "Well, I do a lot, country, or I do a lot of rock covers, and Keyton does rock and country rock." And he was like, "Oh, okay. And whatever you want, I'm going to deliver." So I was like, "Well, you not like that kind of music? You know what?" And he's like, "No, I like all kinds of music." I said, "Okay." I said, "Perfect, because, we're doing Bon Jovi, some Guns N' Roses." And he said, "Well, you guys are girls."
Oh, so he doubted you.
He did. I said, and Cora looks at him and goes, "And what's your point?"
And your point is?
And he was like, "Fair enough." And I was like, yep. And I'll tell you what, I sang "Separate Ways" and by Journey, and the whole crowd was going nuts.
I love this. Girl power. Keyton, you sound like a true rock star. I cannot wait for people to see your shows. It sounds like, from what I'm hearing, is that you're kind of a human jukebox. Is that fair to say?
We could call it that.
Well, let's talk about some upcoming shows that you have, Keyton. It looks like we have a big list here. Your next show is going to be on July 14 at the Howard County 4-H Fair. I can't think of a better place for you to be. You're going to be on the WWKI stage. So let's talk about your set list. So is the set list going to be changing throughout your performances? Are they staying the same?
That's correct. So I'm going to be doing a lot of basically the theme for the show. So I do have a little pop-up show coming on Independence Day, July 4th at the Howard County 4-H Fair. And that's going to be, some Toby Keith, the courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, and
a classic.
Some Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen. So I want to be able to have that kind of setting, like put my whole show around, whatever's going on. Obviously for the fair show, it's going to be a lot of bigger ambiance kind of songs because it's a bigger arena, bigger stage,
Sure.
So when you're in those little bar settings, you're going to want some, obviously Devil Went Down to Georgia was a little bit over the top, but I'm over the top.
It's a little extra, but that's fine. We like it that way.
Sometimes, so
same. I've never related to a statement more.
It's good to be that way, though. It
Exactly.
really is. So if you are in the mood to listen to some, Bon Jovi and Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses, I would definitely attend. It's going to be a whole party. I'm so excited about it.
Heck yeah.
There's going to be a lot of people in attendance, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you for that because the 4-H fair is a really big deal here in the Mo. We talked about you growing up here in Kokomo and the surrounding areas. And if there's one thing that all of the people of Kokomo and surrounding areas get hype about, it is that fair. People love the fair.
The fair. Oh, the fried Oreos.
Yeah, you have to get that.
Yeah.
Okay, Keyton, I'm putting you on the spot right now. Top 3 fair foods.
Top 3 fair foods. So I was actually Miss Howard County 2021. So I was spoiled at fair week. And I can't tell you how many different fair foods I got to try.
But you know the best of the best.
That's right. There's this little pizza joint that came into town the year that I became Miss Howard County. And it's this little firewood pizza thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, because we did a video and they put mashed potatoes on it. And
yes. And it was so good. I would definitely say that is in my top 3. That takes 3rd place. If I were to choose a 2nd place, I would have to do either the sirloin tips or fried Oreos, because the sirloin tips do not feel I'm a savory gal. But my number 1 spot, elephant ears, all the way.
You know what, Keyton? I think we just became best friends.
I think we did too.
Those are all of my favorite things. Those are great choices.
Okay.
Yes.
We gotta hang out one day at the fair.
I'm gonna have to meet up with you, enjoy some Guns N' Roses and Journeys on the stage from Keyton, and then afterwards we'll go get our top 3 fair foods.
I'm so down.
Okay, it's a date. All right, so we've got that on there. We've got July 27th. You're going to be doing music at the fairgrounds in Greentown. July 21st, we've got the Kokomo Jackrabbits game, which that's going to be so much fun. There's nothing like summertime in Kokomo than hanging out at the Jackrabbit Stadium. August 4th, you're going to be at Hargrove Music, grand opening for First Friday. We've got August 26th is the Greentown Party. And then on July 4th, which we just talked about, the fireworks show. So Keyton, you're going to have a busy summer.
It's a little busy, and I actually just got another offer for the Ale House for August 18th. So we're just going to
add it on there.
Yep, that's right.
All right. Well, Keyton, it has been a pleasure talking to you. If people want to follow along with your journey, come see some of your shows this summer, where can they find that information?
I post a lot on my Instagram and my Facebook, but my Instagram is where I have my most interaction. I would say, here's my Instagram. So it's Keyton, Keyton, Romero, Romero, and then music afterwards. So Keyton Romero Music all together. And that's where you'll find all of my stuff.
There you have it, Kokomo. If you want to get out there this summer, have some fun, listen to great music, enjoy just an overall, and I mean this in the best way, the most extra girl of all time. Keyton, you're so much fun. I can't wait for people to experience your show. Make sure that you check out Keyton on all of her social platforms so you can stay up to date on where you can find her at those shows. Keyton, what do you want to say to your current fans and your new fans that I know you're going to be gaining this summer?
I just love y'all so much. I appreciate the support, and I hope y'all have a great time and enjoy the shows this summer, and rock on. So
rock on. And
rock
that's
on.
a wrap.